Hi, everybody. This is Shawn. I just wanted to reach out and give my testimony for how my life changed 3 months ago. Right, one of the biggest things for me is I never thought I would do this ever. Um, and I never I always thought I was right on my path prior to 3 months ago, and this is one huge thing that has been life altering for me, and it's brought me a lot of clarity in life. And for that, I wanted to share that in case somebody was in the same situation I was, because everybody has, lots of people have the same situations in life. Um, and most times we just don't share it. And that's why I wanted you to use a video and use YouTube to share my story with other people, so that maybe someone else could learn from it. Now, I don't have the typical come to Jesus story, or knowing Christianity is the way, as most, but my story may be very similar to most people out there struggling right now. And that's what I wanted to kind of cover. So for me, it all began throughout high school into college, and my understanding and my over analyzing, and probably a lot of my judgmental attitude throughout high school and up, right? I was very much, you know, what I would say, the kid that tried to do right, and I was always trying to do right and trying to help, and lots of times I would look at other people around me, especially during high school, and I'm like, why are they doing this? Why do they treat each other this way? And why do they do? And I was looking at it in the wrong mindset completely, right? But you don't know that. And I grew up and went to college and learned other religions, and all I saw was the violence, the anger, the bad Christians in the world, right? That were doing things outside of in business and things and into the world, that I'm like, what in the world? And this is the path you want me on, right? Is Christianity, and that was my struggle. So of course, I definitely have sinned throughout my life, and I've not been perfect in any means. But for me, I didn't understand that. And it took me a while to start opening up to more religion, and I probably even had a conversation to many of you on this about how I didn't think any religion was above any other, because I didn't understand it, right? I didn't have that moment of uh, like that moment where everything changed, and that's where I was lost, right? And I was in the grasp of the devil, right? I was, because I thought everything was good. I thought I was a great person, but I didn't understand that Christianity was the way. And let me tell you how I got there. So throughout my life, I looked at situations where you have that moment where you get your hair sticking up on your head, where you get that, almost like I would say, a beam of light coming down on you, and you get answers. And I've always talked to God, and I've always believed in God, and that's something that's been huge to me. But lots of religions have gods, right? So I didn't know which one it was, and so I've always had those moments where that overwhelming feeling inside of you, with like that light, and then your hair sticking up, and knowing something that you shouldn't know about someone or some situation or something, right? And I could never explain that. I had that throughout my life, right? And I went to church with my brother, and the pastor came up and he started doing that with people, right? And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I've experienced this before, and nobody's ever explained this to me. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is this? Because this makes sense. This all of a sudden makes sense. And we start talking about the Holy Spirit and the living Spirit, and it within you, and the gifts and things. And to me, that was what I needed to understand, to get to that next level. Is God had that path for me, set before me, to get to that point where I would know when it happened, it was real, right? And that's probably the biggest thing in my life, that I was just amazed. I was amazed that now I have that clarity. And a lot of things within Christianity and being saved, and people can be saved at any time, and sins, all sins forgiven. That is something else I struggled with. But then, even more recently, I've realized that everything else is meaningless. I've went through a lot of challenges even after becoming a Christian, probably the biggest challenges of my life. But knowing that everything else is meaningless, and that peace and the Holy Spirit inside of you is real. It is real, and that's what's gotten me through everything. And I understand that everything around me, the clothes I wear, the car I drive, the house I have, anything, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. And looking at these people who've sinned all their life, they haven't had the greatest treasure of all, and it's that peace and the Holy Spirit inside of you. So that's what I wanted to tell everybody, and hopefully, and maybe this will connect with someone, right? And that's my goal. And if you have a story to tell, I urge you to do the same thing, because we're in big challenging times, and there's a lot around us. And I was in that clouded phase of I'm doing right, separation of church state, separation of everything, right? And everything around us is manipulating the minds of people, and not getting them to see the truth. And this is one way that I can show people some truth if they have the same situation I do. All right, thanks. And if you need anything, reach out to me. I'm gonna put this on a YouTube stream, and if you want to upload yours there too, definitely do so. And you can shoot me an email, and I'll put that in there too, and I'll upload it there. But just create one on your own, and put it on your social media, and help those people maybe trying to seek God, and Jesus Christ, but they don't know where to go, right? And that's the thing that we can all show them. We've all walked that path. All right, have a great day.